Hello everybody, this is JD. Today I'm going to talk to you about probably the largest political group that this country has. If not, it is the largest political group. The very group that approves of our nation doing preempt strikes. In other words, going into a nation, declaring war on it because we don't like the way the government run, and therefore we're going to replace it. They approve of that. The very group that approves of our government going and assassinating different leaders because they disagree with the United States. The very group that goes and approves of our government putting sanctions to hurt the innocent women and children of a nation. The very same group is the one who believes in torture of all the people of all the world. Yes, this group I'm talking about, the very same group that agrees with all the taxes that our government lays upon us, upon. Yeah, this group agrees with all the debt our nation runs up. They support it 100%, the debt that's running up. This group also approves of our government making promises and not keeping it. This group also approves of our government lying to the people. This group sits back and supports each and every item our government does. I'll give you an example. There's one religious group that does not vote because they say they pledge their allegiance to God. That group of people also supports all the evils our country does. Those out there who yell, truth, 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 I'm a truther, but they do the same action, supports the very lies the government gives out. You can look at all the stuff our government does behind our back. This major political group supports all of it, 100%. And I'm going to point them out to you so you know. That is the group of Americans who do not vote. By you not voting, you give the government full approval. You people out there who say you're truthers but you don't vote, that's a lie. Because you give the government the authority to do what it does by you not voting. I mean, that group is worse than the people who vote their political parties just because they're political parties. How many people out there of you that vote Democrat because you're Democrat, Republican because you're Republican, and Tea Party because you are definitely independent, so you're going to vote the way the Tea Party tells you? Well, you guys are not worse than the group that does not vote. Because the group that does not vote, it doesn't matter which political party wins, which political party gets in office, they approve of everything they do. That's right. You people who do not vote. Now you may say, well, my vote don't count. By itself, it means absolutely nothing. But when all of you together vote out, just the people alone who do not vote, if you were to vote against every candidate that's in office, every single one of them would be fired. Yes. By you not voting, you let them keep a job. You outnumber the Democrats and Republicans combined. You outnumber the people who do vote. Now you take the independents and the people who don't vote, if they vote together, that's the way this country's going to go. Democrats would have not enough power, nor would the Republicans. Why am I so much on you people who don't vote? Because you live the absolute lie, believing your vote don't count. You live the absolute lie that, oh, I don't vote because I don't support, when you actually, by not voting, support everything. You live the absolute lie by not voting, pledging your allegiance to the government that does exist. That's what the people who don't vote live. You young people who think you're not voting. No, you want to object, you want to protest, then go in and write your own name. It counts as a protest that you're upset. Or even better, research all the people who are running, like myself. I'm not asking a single one of you to vote for me. All I say is check me out. I got over 460 videos now on YouTube. I don't believe any one of you can look at every one of them. But go through. They're there for you. I made each and every one of them. They're there for you to listen to what I say, to come back and question me on things I say. But for you to get to know me, to know where I stand, to know how I feel about truth, to know how I feel about open government, to know how I feel about small government is best government, to know how I feel that our taxes are ridiculous in this country and shouldn't be the way they are. You people out there know how I stand against socialism. Remember Albert Einstein's definition of an idiot is a person who does something over and over and over again, always getting the same result and still trying to do it over again. That's also the definition of a socialist. All through history, people have tried to set up socialist governments, and all they did was bring down wherever they were. Never worked. But they still try. Like Albert Einstein's definition of an idiot, a person who tries something over and over and over again. Now, I'm not a capitalist either. Believe me, I'm not. And we get through your head. I'm listening to the news about these states and these people yelling, democracy, democracy. We are a republic. Each and every one of those states are republics that are in the news. They're not a democracy. If they were a democracy, then what the governor wanted to do would be up for a vote by the people. It's a republic. Those people in their state Congress represent the people of the state. Not the Democrat Party, not the Republican Party, not the unions. The people. All the people. It's a republic. Everyone seems to be forgetting that about our government. We're a republic. That means we're a little bit of Democrat and a little bit of socialist, kind of like combined together to form a republic. In other words, we're not solid like ice. We're not gaseous like gas. We're more like a liquid. We can flow with the way the people want us. So bottom line, people, of all the political groups out there, the one that gives the government the most approval and has the most power are you who do not vote. You can use whatever reason you want to not vote. That's your choice. But by you not going, not registering, not going in there and writing your own name in as protest, you have given full approval. You count as a yes vote. You see, it's like this, the way Congress works. They got an annual pay raise. Now, unless they vote the pay raise down, in other words, vote no on it, they get their pay raise annually. The only thing Congress can do is either say no or increase it. They can't stop it by doing nothing. So your congressmen who say, well, I don't agree with the pay raise, so I abstain. He just voted for that pay raise by abstaining. Because that's the way the law is written. The laws are written, they have to vote for it. They have to vote it down. That's the way our voting system works. You don't have to vote for the people in government. You got to vote them down, vote them out to remove them. By you not voting, you're approving of each and everything our government does. By you not approving, if our government set up 9/11, you approve of it. Me, I'm going to find out the truth about 9/11, and the world's going to know it, whatever it is. Because you see, I believe in the truth above all else. That's going to be the scariest part of our government, having to deal with the truth, telling the people the truth. Yes, that's what it's all about, the truth. Yes, we're going to have things that I can't tell you, and you'll know. Because when I tell you, ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. That means I can't tell you. I wish I could, but I can't. And I won't. I'm not going to lie to you about it, but I won't say anything about it. Because I will not lie. But things that I say to you openly, to the best of my knowledge, will be the truth. And the Constitutionalist Party and I are dedicated to you, the people. But unless you get out there and exercise the vote, unless you tell the government you're unhappy, you let the smaller political parties like the Democrats and Republicans and even the Tea Party run the country. When the largest political party, the independents and the people who don't vote, especially the people who don't vote, give full approval of every evil our government does. I'm not going to promise you that the United States government under J.D. Creveau is going to be evilous. No, I'm sure we're going to do something wrong. I'm positive. Because I also believe in God, and God said man will do nothing perfect. So therefore I know right up front I'm not going to do everything perfect. Okay? But I'm going to do the best I can. I will pray every day that I do the best I can and trust in God and make the best decisions. I believe in separation of church and state above all else. And as president, I will be president and leader of this nation, not ruler. Leader. I will lead the people, but the people need to tell me what they want. And you people who don't vote, you just sit there and say, anything is okay. It's all right. Do what you want. It's okay with me. Run up the debt. Go way outlandish. Start wars with other nations. Kill innocent women and children. Do whatever you want. Because I don't vote, I give you my full approval. That's the bottom line. Look at it. See what our government does. And realize that you who do not vote really has the power to stop all this. But you give the government full approval by not voting. This is JD. Don't argue with me. Think about it. And while you're thinking about it, also check out JD Creveau on YouTube. Go through, pick out some of those videos. Anyone you want. And if you disagree, let me know how you disagree, and we'll discuss it. On the average, I get 300 to 400 emails a day. I try to go through all of them. Sometimes it takes me a week to get through all of them, but I'll get to you. So, check me out and understand, you who do not vote gives the United States government full approval to do all the evil things it does. Thank you.